for more than 1,000 years. Countless kings, emperors, and armies tried to conquer Constantinople. But one after another, they failed. Because no one could break the walls of Constantinople until one young sultan changed history forever. He was only 21 years old. His name was Mehmed. But his journey had begun long before that. Born in 1432, Prince Mehmed entered a world filled with uncertainty. His father Sultan Murad II ruled an empire surrounded by enemies and constant threats. The Ottoman Empire was powerful, but its future was far from secure. Yet from an early age, Mehmed seemed different, curious, quiet, and unusually ambitious. While other princes focused on luxury and comfort, Mehmed immersed himself in history, science, military strategy, languages, and religion. Books fascinated him. Ideas fascinated him. Questions fascinated him. He wanted to understand how empires rose and why they failed. His teachers quickly realized this was not an ordinary child. Among those who shaped his mind, one man would leave a lasting mark: Akşemseddin, a scholar, teacher, guide, but more importantly, a man who taught Mehmed to think beyond the limits of his own time. Akşemseddin spoke of faith, of leadership, of destiny, and often he spoke of a city many believed could never be conquered: Constantinople. For centuries, Constantinople had stood unconquered, surrounded by water, protected by massive walls, defended by generations of emperors. It was more than a city. It was a symbol. The capital of Byzantine Empire, the gateway between Europe and Asia. The dream of countless rulers. Emperors had tried to take it. Kings had tried to take it. Great armies had marched against it. All had failed. Its walls had defeated them all. But while others saw an impossible fortress, young Mehmed saw a challenge. What began as curiosity slowly became fascination, and fascination slowly became obsession. Mehmed studied maps, studied geography, studied harbors, studied defenses, studied history. Long before he ever became Sultan, he was already studying Constantinople. The dream had taken root, and it would never leave him. Then came an extraordinary moment. At just 12 years old, Mehmed became Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. To many observers, the decision seemed risky. He was intelligent, educated, ambitious, but he is still a child. Many doubted him, many underestimated him, and beyond the empire's borders, its enemies were watching closely. The challenges arrived quickly. Political tensions increased. External threats grew. Pressure mounted across the empire. The situation became so serious that Murad II was forced to return. The experienced ruler once again took control, and Mehmed stepped aside. For now, the dream would have to wait. For many young men, such a setback would have been crushing. Not for Mehmed. He returned to study, returned to training, returned to preparation. He observed, he listened, he learned. He studied the success of great rulers and the mistakes of failed ones. Every year made him stronger, wiser, more disciplined, more determined. But throughout those years, one vision remained unchanged. Constantinople, the city beyond the horizon, the city behind the walls, the city that had defeated generations of conquerors, the city Akşemseddin had spoken about so many times. Others saw an impossible fortress. Mehmed saw destiny. One day, he would return to the throne, and when that day came, he would begin preparing for the greatest siege in history. The city that had resisted the world would finally face its greatest challenge. And the young prince who dreamed of Constantinople would become the man history remembers as Mehmed the Conqueror.